Hey y'all, it's your girl Maddy. Gotta check my volume really quickly. Let's see. Um, my guest is running late, so I'm gonna get it started. This is the show right before Christmas. Um, I haven't been on for a few days, or I think like I missed a week because I haven't been feeling well. And if I start coughing, y'all forgive me because I do have something going on, but I'm not sure if I'm sick from a cold or flu or what it is. I'm not saying vid. Oh, I said it. But anyway, I'm deathly afraid from getting it again. I've had it twice, so no Jesus. But anyhow, if you don't know who I am, I'm Maddy from Top Rope Squishy. I do a live show every Thursday where I invite a podcaster. Obviously, my guest isn't here yet, but hopefully he'll come on soon and we'll be able to get it started. But yeah, yesterday's show. You know what? I want to rate it separately. I want to do the entire show on its own and then the main event on its own, because I don't think it's fair to stick the main event into the rating that I gave the overall show, which is a 6. I gave the show a 6 because it was just one too many promos. In 1 hour, we had one match, only one match. And quite frankly, it wasn't enough for me. And I believe the first match was the trios match, and that match was like 15 minutes long. So yeah. But anyway, before we really jump in, if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and TikTok. I do have a TikTok now. I have an Instagram, but I'm not active on it. I'm still like undecided whether or not I'm going to get rid of it. I probably should just get rid of it. But yes, please follow me. We have merch. All the links are in the description. And also, I do have a show that I do on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern called Café con Leche. It is not wrestling related at all. So, it's completely different. I would say please come and join because I talk about all kinds of things. I went on a serial killer type of rant. So I've talked about a few serial killers in the last few episodes. I'm on a little break. We're going back after the New Year's. Coming back with a special on throwback martial art movies. So stay tuned for the date of the release. But anyway, since my guest has not joined, I'm just going to go right through the show, y'all. So it started with Ricky Starks versus Jericho. And I have to say, wow, that is like magic on the mic. It's amazing to see two people go at each other so well. So Jericho came out because he was asking Ricky Starks to join his JAS, to join the JAS. And Ricky Starks said hell no. Ricky Starks was not interested. And I mean, surprisingly, he's a super face right now. So he is not going to join the Jericho Appreciation Society. But, he said hell no, and he got busted up by Jake Hager, who surprise attacked him. So that's how that got started. The first match of the night, there was a whole bunch of promos, but I am not going to get into all of them. Okay. The first match of the night was the trios match, and it was a no disqualification match. So right now it was tied. It was the Elite 2, Death Triangle 2. And of course, the current trios champions are Death Triangle. But at the end of this match, I'm sorry, it was 3-1 with Death Triangle in the lead. But at the end of this match, the Elite have gone up 1 point. So now it's 3 Death Triangle to 2, the Elite. There's 2 more matches left. So I know it's going to tie up on the next one so we can get the ladder match, because hello, you not get a ladder match when you have Death Triangle and the Elite. Come on.
Maddy. I am so sorry about that. I apologize, ladies
It's
and
okay.
gentlemen, for my tardiness. I've been spread thin like butter on pancakes. And of course, I was on another show, and I'm spread thin, and I'm getting ready for my show at 8:30. So I do apologize. I am
It's
so sorry,
okay.
Maddie.
No, no worries. I only covered so far Ricky Starks versus Jericho. Um, and literally
I
was just
loved it. I loved it.
it was good. Like they really can go on the mic when you have two people like that going up against each other. You get nothing but gold. But what I was saying before I actually started talking about the show itself, like the individual pieces of it, was that the overall show to me, slicing the main event and putting that apart, was a 6 because there was just one
Mm.
too many promos for me. And I'm all for storyline, I'm all for promos, but you can't in 1 hour give me 7 promos and only one match that's like 15 minutes long. Like that doesn't work for me. So there were people that loved the show yesterday, but for me, the only pieces that I can really take from yesterday was, of course, the Ricky Starks and Jericho promo, but the main event was just phenomenal. But we'll get to that. But what do you overall rate it? Because I rate the show a 6, but I rate the main event like a 9.5/10. So
Yeah, I thought this show as a whole was pretty decent. What they gave you was some decent content, which is good, which is good. I think I would go a little bit above a 6, and I would say maybe about a 7 or 8.
okay, okay,
In that neighborhood. Yes, I mean I was entertained. That's the thing. Yeah, I understand about the promos. I understand about the
yeah,
promos. But the thing
it
is
was
that
a
you have
lot.
to set up some feuds. Because we're getting into revolution country, and
That's true.
in March, and the thing is that you want some long-term booking.
Yeah,
So so
but
you gotta give a little slack here.
I would say sure, yes, but spread out those promos throughout your shows. Like, don't stick like, oh God, we got to start 20 new storylines. Let's put 10 in one show and
Yeah,
let's put
yeah,
10 on
I
another
know.
one.
I know. But you did get some wrestling in it. You did get some wrestling in it.
You did,
You got
but
the sizzle, and you got a little steak, and I think,
oh man,
so
that's
you
hilarious. That is hilarious. Little sizzle on
so
a steak.
yeah, yeah, you know what I mean, Maddie.
But
Yeah,
listen, you know, the show started with the trios match, right? The elite
right,
obviously were going to take it. We all know this is going to end up in California, seventh match to the death.
right,
The only thing that I don't know is that the elite are actually going to win because everyone believes they're going to be in California, they're going to win, but they have a tendency once in a blue to shock you, like they
right,
did yesterday with FTR versus the Guns.
right.
Right. So I'm thinking, duh, it's just such an obvious thing. No, they're going to go to the seventh match. They're going to be in California, which is Young Bucks territory, and they're going to take the trios championships back. But maybe not. Maybe they shock everybody and say, ha, you thought we were going to take the belts back, but we didn't. I
I
mean,
liked it. I like this best of seven series. I really do, because I like the one-upmanship. Like, one minute the ship tide turn, and then the water gets taken out of the boat, and it gets tossed over the side, and before you know it, the other side gets the soap and they win the match or whatever. Then the other side, they made them walk the plank, and they showed them their dirty side, and it's just I love that kind of compelling storytelling.
Right. Well, at first I was not for the 7 matches because I was like, my God, I mean, if you were gonna have to have 7 matches back to back like that, you would want the Elite versus Death Triangle. Like you're gonna get the best out of these guys. Um, but at first I was like, Jesus, they need to do gimmick matches. And so I am so happy that they did. They started with the no
Right.
DQ. Um, next one is Falls Count Anywhere. And then, of course, the 7th one is going to be the ladders match. So next one, you're probably going to see them going all around, back in the back, you
Oh
know,
yeah, I mean this match is gonna be woolly wild and all over the place.
exactly. So I'm really excited for that. I actually got more excited because I was like, I don't want 7 regular matches. You gotta switch it up. You got the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, and you got Death Triangle. Like these guys do all kinds of things. Like, you know, make them do all kinds of things. So now I'm happy that this is happening. And I actually am rooting for Death Triangle to retain. I think House of Black is gonna come for Death Triangle and take it. Although people think the Elite are gonna take it, and then House of Black are gonna take it from the Elite.
I mean, flip the coin. I mean, who do you want?
Uh, I want Death Triangle to retain, and I
Right.
want and I want them to go up against House of Black. I think that's where
Well,
we're gonna
I
get
think
the
I
best.
think I think that'd be good. And let
Yeah.
me tell you something. If you book that, Maddie, I let me tell you something. That comes through, Maddie. I'm shouting you
Tony
out on
Khan.
Twitter. You're gonna be trying to shout you out on Twitter from the rooftop.
Tony Khan, book the matches. Make it happen. Give us what we want. Let the Young Bucks lose at home. Shock us. Shock us. Like seriously, shock us. Do something shocking.
Right.
But anyway, Brian Danielson came out calling out MJF for what he did to William Regal. And we all thought MJF was going to come out, but no, we got Ethan Page. Now, I don't really care much for that part, except for what Stokely Hathaway did, which was hilarious. Now, Stokely Hathaway is so funny. That dude just knows comedy, and he called Brian Danielson. He called Brian Danielson a raggedy bitch.
Yeah. Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that did
Yeah,
happen on Dynamite. Yes.
that was so good. Like, I was like, did he just call him a raggedy bitch? Like, that was the funniest thing to me. It was so funny. And then Ethan
It-
Page called him a vegetable man. But, that was funny too. But I'm sorry. Raggedy bitch is sticking with me for a while. Like, that's
I
a
haven't heard I haven't heard that in years.
that's
I
a back in the day word.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you old raggedy bitch, I'm gonna take you down and beat the shit out of you. you know?
Raggedy bitch. He said it with conviction. You
Yeah,
old
raggedy bitch.
did not see that coming, but so
No,
happy that it happened. But yeah, that was that. Then Hook came out and we had us a squash match, which I'm okay with squash matches, but for somebody like Hook, I want to see him in the ring more than just 30 seconds,
right.
you
I
know?
would like to see him more prominent with somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice when he comes out. He clearly has the crowd. He clearly has the people. His music hits and it's like, talk. He just comes out. He don't say hi to nobody. He don't talk to nobody. He just strolls,
Mhm.
gives everybody the saunters, gets in the corner, chews his gum, turns around, fucks up the person, and then he goes like this, give me this, out of here. Out of here. Saunters back out. Okay, if that's what you're gonna do, that's cool. I love it. However, I want to see a 5-10 minute match. So I love it. Extended matches. He doesn't need squash matches anymore. He's
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need the squash matches, and I want to see him in the ring with somebody else. I want to see him
yeah,
some competitive matches. That's what I want to see. I
yeah, like
don't know, like maybe some 15, 20 minute matches. That's what I want to see.
yeah, like You need to give him matches where there are people coming after him too. It can't just
Yeah,
always be this way where he just destroys everybody. Like, I want to see somebody give him a real run for his money.
that's what I mean.
Earn that win.
Yes, that's what I mean.
But anyhow, then Moxley had a match versus Darius Martin, which is one half of Top Flight for anybody who doesn't
Good
know.
match.
It was a great match. It had no background. Uh, I think
Mm-mm.
it was simply to elevate Darius back as a singles competitor. Dante kept it alive for his, for Top Flight while while Darius was injured. Came
Right.
back, got into a car accident, was out again. So kudos to Dante Martin. Um, but it was a great match. I think, giving him his first singles match after coming back against Moxley is genius because hello, you got like a three-time champion, giving you,
Yeah.
airtime. Like it was great. I really enjoyed it. Moxley obviously won, but it was a great match. And that led to yet another chapter in the Book of Hobbs. So what do you think about that?
I love Hobbs. He's been through so much stuff in his life, and he struggled to get to where he is today. And I think that is the most compelling thing that you could ever want to see through Powerhouse Hobbs. But
Yes.
but here's the thing: is I want to see him in some championship matches. I
Thank
want to
you.
see him. I want to see him in some compelling storylines where he's fighting for a title or he's feuding with
Yes.
somebody that makes sense.
Yes, this can't lead nowhere. Like this has to
Right.
lead somewhere. And that's what I was talking to my husband about. I was like, I am so enjoying the stories of regarding the Book of Hobbs and where he came from. I was a big fan of his before he got signed. So, I've wanted big things for him prior to that. So seeing them dedicate all this time to him on Dynamite is wonderful, but it needs to lead somewhere. Like Samoa Joe, in my opinion, doesn't need the TNT belt anymore. And I think that somebody like Wardlow, who they're just building up and who can actually take it from Samoa Joe in a believable way, they need to start giving him some matches to build him up to the TNT title in correspondence with what's been getting shown, these vignettes.
Right.
It cannot just end nowhere. Like it would make
It's got to be somewhere. It's got to go somewhere.
exactly. But I am enjoying it just like you. I think it's great that they're focusing on him and on Ricky Starks. They were together, in a faction with Taz. So to see them dedicating all this time to them is just a beautiful thing. I would love to see Ricky Starks, at some point get a championship
Oh,
too.
he was funny last night. I
Oh,
mean,
so good.
that promo he did with Chris Jericho,
Oh, it
he
was
somebody he
so
was built like an air fryer.
good.
Um,
He's like, and now you in shape. Look at you.
he said, "Look at you like you had divorced 5 women or something like that." It
Yes.
was
Like you haven't been divorced 5 times. He
like,
killed him. It's so funny.
oh my god, that was the most funniest promo.
You
I
know,
laughed so hard.
these guys, the snapback that they have on the mic is so freaking good. Their face
Yes,
reactions, the way they react to each other's stuff. Like, you would think Jericho can bury some people on the mic. Like, some people can't come back. But
no,
MJF and Ricky Starks, those two,
they can do some clap back.
yes, they can clap back to Jericho. And I think Jericho loves the banter because they just go back and who's gonna say the worst thing? Who's gonna do the worst thing? You got Jericho saying something, and you got Ricky Starks back and forth, and you're like, oh, there's no way he can come back from that. Oh shit. Oh, there's no way he can that was me. Oh
And
shit.
then, yeah, and, on the part we wanted to take his pants down, I was like, whoa.
Yes. I forgot about that part.
You said you can suck. I said you can suck. And I was like, what? Uh, I said there's little kids in the audience. I was like, yo,
But
yo.
I mean, if you are an AEW fan, You should know what happens on this show. There's going to be a lot of blood. You might get some vulgarness. It's just going to happen.
Right,
This is not
right,
a
it's,
this is more like a rated 17.
right, exactly,
You bring them
exactly. It's
to the
not for little kids. It's not for little kids.
show. If you bring them to the show, you know they're going to hear stuff. I mean, some of people's gimmicks are this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's wrestling. This is wrestling. You cannot bring a 5-year-old and not expect them to see or hear. I mean, okay,
Right.
okay. You know, the next match was FTR versus the Gun. But talking about the kids in the audience, look what happened with Rick Ross. He totally dropped a motherfucker on live
Yeah.
TV.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's like, "You a
Oh.
big motherfucker." Keith Lee looked at the camera like, cut it, Mike, cut the mic, cut his mic.
What was he on? What gin and juice were you taking?
Listen, all I know is that Tony Khan had to up the money because I'm pretty sure they got fined for that MF bomb.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, but I mean, we'll get right back to that one. But the FTR versus the Gun Club, you know, the Gun Club,
Shocking.
they're a great match, but they're a great team. But I did not understand why this even had to happen. I'm not really into this feud. I do like the Gun Clubs. I think they're hilarious. But FTR lost to them, and the whole wrestling world that watches AEW went nuts. They're like, what? Like, how can you do something like this? But I mean, this is an unexpected ending. This is something that I like because everybody was like, well, obviously the ass boys are going to lose. Didn't happen. They cheated, but they won.
Here's the thing with me. I've said this many times. I think you've been on my show many times over. You know I hate this. I hate when you pin champions. I hate it.
It has to happen though, right? No?
Yeah, but I hate it, Maddie. I
We're going
hate
for the
it.
belts. It's fair if it's not going for the belts.
I mean, it's just
Earl's like, no.
no. It's almost like forcing a kid to eat his oatmeal. I mean, I don't want to.
Oatmeal's delicious depending on who makes it. So
Yeah, yeah, but then the lumps go down and you choke on it. I mean, it's
no, it's
just.
not chew. Earl's just swallowing the oatmeal. He's not eating. You try to eat quickly, huh? Listen,
Yeah.
my oatmeal is not lumpy.
Get the experience over with and let's move on.
Yeah, tell me who's making you lumpy oatmeal. All right, here we go. Anyway, that led, of course,
Yes.
to what we were just talking about. Keith Lee, Rick Ross, Swerve. Swerve has a brand new group. I can't remember the name, but it starts with an M. Mogul?
Something like that.
Yeah,
But something, that whole thing with the Rick Ross, that didn't make any sense.
it didn't make sense. I love Rick Ross. I love Keith Lee. I love Swerve. I've absolutely loved everything that Swerve and Keith Lee have done in AEW. However, as much as I love all these guys, this was cringeworthy. It was bad.
Yes.
The only part that was funny was when he looked at Keith Lee's back and was like, "You a big motherfucker, huh?" And
Yeah.
I went, "Oh shit!" He just said motherfucker. He didn't bleep it out. I thought they get like a 5-minute speed, like they're like ahead for like a few minutes, and you can bleep shit out. Tony Khan was like, "You know what? Run it. I'm rich, motherfuckers. I can pay that fine." And he just like,
Except in California, though, they did bleep that, from what I understand.
oh, in California? Well, I'm in
Yeah.
Jersey, and they did not bleep it in
No, I'm in Brooklyn, and they didn't bleep it either.
So no bleeps in New York or New Jersey. They
Nope.
thugs over here. They don't give a fuck. They're motherfuckers for everybody. We had a motherfucker and a raggedy bitch last night. So
Oh man.
it was one of those types of night.
AEW in the hood.
In the hood. Look, whatever. But Swerve got his own group. And
Mm-hmm.
now it seems the war between Keith Lee and Swerve is gonna happen. So now they're gonna be I guess feuding against each other. So first they were tag partners, now they're going up against each other. This is kind of similar, not similar because it's a different storyline, but it's exactly what happened with Hobbs and Ricky Starks. So
Yeah.
yeah, but there's a new group. Swerve has a faction. I'm not really thrilled with the two guys that they put with him.
Right.
I don't know. That was a real weird you know, it's a weird.
Dynamic.
Yes. Whatever. It's like putting strawberries in your ham and cheese. It's weird. I don't know.
Ooh. Ooh. I don't even want to taste that.
I just made it up. I just, like that's how strange it was for me. I'm like, what is this? It was a guy who's tatted from like the head down, and I don't know.
Well,
Whatever.
boy, what was that guy's name? Bordeaux was in there.
Bordeaux,
Yeah,
something like that. Travis Bordeaux, something like that. But
something. Yeah, he was one of the
Parker,
Trust Busters, Parker Boudreaux.
Parker,
Yeah, yeah, he was part of the Trust Busters, and now he's with. I didn't understand it.
yeah.
I didn't get it.
I don't know what they. I guess they're trying to reinvent him. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's one of those things where I'm gonna have to sit back and wait and see because I really don't know. But anyway, that brings us to the AEW Women's Championship match, which was also the main event. And it was the AEW Women's Champion, Jamie Hayter, in her first title defense against former AEW Women's Champion, another
Akato
heavy
Ashita.
hitter. Yup, Hikaru Shida. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I knew this match was going to be so good. Definitely a banger. Holy shit. I was like, man, this match was amazing. This match,
Unfortunately, no, the half of the crowd was not really into it.
oh, they don't know a good thing when they see it. Because I would have been on my feet, hoarse. I wouldn't be able to talk today.
I know, and the
What's
thing
wrong
is,
with people?
it was just so disappointing that the crowd wasn't even reacting to it.
I felt
Uh,
like there was some reactions to it, but there were
but
some
no,
moves that Jamie did, like this amazing brain buster, and people were sitting. And I'm like, yeah, that would have been Kenny Omega. Y'all would have flown out your seats.
yeah, I mean, I
So
don't
insane.
know.
It was
Very
amazing.
strange.
It was an amazing match. These women did not hold back. They're hard, heavy hitters. Like they don't play. And I love female wrestlers like this because when I'm watching the match, I'm not like, oh, these are female wrestlers. No, these are wrestlers. Like that's how I see wrestlers. I don't want to see genders like when I see wrestling, but it's beautiful to see women getting to this point. 20 years ago, 10 years ago,
We wouldn't see this.
we would not see this, and it's beautiful. I love it. I'm all for it. It makes me miss Chris Statlander. I was talking about her a lot today. It makes me miss Thunder Rosa. So I'm hoping 2023 is a better year for those ladies. Chris Statlander's injury is ridiculously bad, and Thunder has been under scrutiny, unfortunately, but is also injured. Even though some people have claimed that it's a fake thing, I don't see how she would get away with something like that. If you know what I mean, like Tony Khan's not gonna go for some shit like that. But whatever. We're not there. We don't know what's going on. 2022
Right.
was for both of them, and I just feel like 2023 should be better, hopefully. But yeah. So anyhow, so Jamie Hayter retained. You haven't seen it, please go watch it. But at the end, Rebel, Britt Baker, and Hayter were stomping out Sheeta, which brought Tony Storm out, and she started hitting people, but then they got the upper hand on her and were whipping her ass. And then Sriracha arrived right before sorry, Soraya. I like calling her Sriracha. Um
A hot sauce.
yes. Somebody on my show named Anika who comes into the chat every now and then. She called her Sriracha and it has stuck with me since. And so I can only call Soraya Sriracha now. So but she came out and cleaned up shop before Jamie Hayter had a chance to slap Tony Storm in the face with the belt since she had previously broken Tony Storm's nose. So, but anyhow, that was the show. You say you gave it a 7-8, right?
Yeah. I mean, again, like I said before, and I'll say it again, that the Dynamite wasn't bad. It was just that there was some segments that made me scratch my head. Some of it
Mm-hmm.
made me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it, it was okay. It was decent for what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I'm not gonna take it back. I would prefer to have had two less promos and one extra match. And I know they're not gonna tire out the trios people. Like they're not gonna kill the Elite and Death Triangle in these matches because they have to be good and ready to go for the ladder match. So clearly, Falls Count Anywhere was a very thought out process where they're like, we can go and do gimmicky stuff and not really kill ourselves wrestling so our bodies will be okay for, the seventh show. But anyway, that leads us to the hot seat. So, I ask people questions and, you get some would you rather questions and then you get one basic question to answer. So, are you ready? You can't skip.
Of course not. Of course not. I would never,
No skipping.
Maddie.
And one more time. Raggedy bitch. All right. So, sorry. Couldn't help myself. Before we go into this, because this is how I end my show with the hot seat. If you're not subscribed to Earl's show, please subscribe, like, comment. The links for his show and all his social medias are in the description. And also make sure that when you jump out of here at 8:30 p.m., you go check out Earl's show because I, along with two other guests, will be on your show tonight, correct?
Yes, Maddie, that is correct. That is correct. Yes, the wrestling experience with Earl Cole, that's a brand new name, is going to be coming to you tonight at 8:30 Eastern, and it is my final show of 2022.
Beautiful.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. Top Rope Squishy is going to be on there. We have Christina the Diva will be on there, and making his debut tonight, ladies, Tantalizing Tony
I met him.
will. Yes, Tantalizing Tony will be
Yeah.
coming on my show as well. So it's all happening. It's all going to go down on my show on my planet tonight at 8:30 Eastern Daylight Standard Time, and I cannot wait
Yeah,
for
make
it.
sure. Yes, make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually having one more show before the end. I'm closing out the year next week, 12/29, with my dude Lou and hopefully his co-host of Wrestling is Trash, Nick. So make sure you tune in to the final show of the year for myself as well. And if I forget before, so I don't forget, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. I don't know if I'm missing one, but if I am, happy holidays to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and Merry Christmas to you, Maddie, and your lovely family, and your husband, and everybody. You know,
You as
it's going to be. I can't wait to have you on my show because it's been a very long, lengthy absence.
it's been a while.
And it's been a while. It's been a while, Maddie. It's been a while.
It's hard. Like
We
I canceled on you a few times due to illnesses, but hey.
yeah. Listen. You can't predict these things. It's
Oh,
all right. But my show now belongs to the Hardcore Sports Network, and
Sweet.
yes, my show has been raised to the 2 point level, and I love it. And you know something, Maddie, while I'm on here, one of our founding forefathers, Mitch Kofsky, who is the founding, one of the founders of the hardcore sports, asked me to ask you this question: if you would want to join the hardcore sports family, we would take your show and we would raise it to the 2 point as well. If you want to belong to the hardcore sports family.
I have to think about that. I appreciate it. I appreciate
So
I,
we've been watching your show. We like what you do. We like what you bring, and I think it would be an ultimate Christmas gift if we can get Manny Anderson to join the hardcore sports family, because it would be fantastic.
I'll make sure to let you know. I have to talk to the other half of Top Rope Squishy because there's
Okay,
Deuce, but I'll definitely let you know offline.
excellent.
That's excellent though. Thank you so much. Tell him thank
Mhm.
you. I appreciate it. But
Yes,
I'll definitely let you know offline.
excellent.
Yes, yes. So yeah, let's jump into this so that you can have time to
Yes,
set yourself up. The life of podcasters. We jump into each other's show throughout the day.
right.
It's a lot of work, y'all, in case you didn't know. It
Skip
is.
rope. Yeah.
Anyway, so here we are, the hot seat. So, would you rather eat an entire cooked chicken in one sitting or eat one chocolate covered insect?
Oh gosh. Well, I don't like bugs. I'm
Ugh.
not a bug person. I would not eat a bug. I would have to be drunk to do that.
Not even
so
drunk you get me there.
uh,
I am.
I think I'm gonna go with the chicken. I'll
You're
go
gonna
with the chicken.
sit there and stuff it down your throat somehow. Gotcha.
Uh,
Me too. I would
yeah,
find it.
yeah.
All right. Would you rather jump off a cliff into the ocean to swim, very high cliff, or go skydiving with a novice skydiving guide?
Well, first of all, I don't swim. That's A. And B, and B, and B, I think I would be a flotation device if I jump off the cliff. Uh, I'll be calling for my ancestors, my pa, my great granduncle, and everybody else that has gone before me. That would not work. So I guess the skydiving would have to work.
Oh man, so you're gonna have to jump out of a plane with somebody who's probably only done it once.
Mm.
Bless you.
Yeah, just pray there's no gust of wind with a power line.
Or
Anyway.
I mean, if they jump over a power line, you need to do your research on these skydiving companies. But
I
anyway,
know.
and here's the bonus question, which is not a would you rather question. Okay, you ready?
That's right.
If you could pick only one season from fall, spring, summer, winter to always live in for the rest of your life, which one would it be and why?
Well, that's easy. Well, you know I'm a fall baby, and I was born in September, and everybody knows that. So I would do fall easily.
Love fall.
Uh, I love fall. I mean, the leaves are falling, the temperature is lowering a little bit to
Beautiful. Yes.
69, 70 degrees. It's not hot. It's just
Yes.
comfortable.
And fall, if you have a pool, you make it a heated pool and then you can swim in it forever
Right.
because or spring, because spring is also kind of like fall. But I like fall better as well because of the colors of the leaves. I like that it's Halloween month, the decorations, like everything about fall, how beautiful the trees look and nature looks is why I like it. So I would also, pick fall. But if fall wasn't available, I'd hit summer because I'm Latina and
Picante spicy.
that's right. So I'm gonna need some heat. Winter has just started and I'm already crying about it. So, whatever. Fuck winter. Anyway, anyway, people, that was my show. Thank you so much, Earl, for being on again. Subscribe, like, comment, follow Earl. Gonna be on his show at 8:30 p.m. with 2 other guests. Jump over there. Earl,
Yeah, jump on, jump on, jump on.
jump on. So that's it, y'all. Merry Christmas. Be safe with your friends and your loved ones and your families. Make sure you test yourselves before you come together. And yeah, enjoy the food and the love and cheer. Spread love and cheer, not COVID. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.